Okay, so it's not a secret that Saka has not been the best for quite some time now, and it wasn't until the Arsenal versus Fulham game where Saka got a goal and an assist, which is the first time he's done this in the Premier League since November 30th, 2024. And basically, I'm just looking at the injury that caused Saka's downfall. What caused it, how it was handled, and can he recover to be his best once again? Now, if you look at the stats, Saka has been on a steady rise since 2022. He ended the season with 19 goals and assists, 2023 with 26 goals and assists, and 2024 with 34 goals and assists. But as we all know, this is a football. You're not always rewarded with more trophies, you're rewarded with more minutes, and more minutes lead to injuries, which is unfortunately what happened to Bukayo Saka. Now, that injury in question was a grade 3 hamstring tear, one of the worst injuries a footballer could ever receive. Now, keep in mind, this is the muscle that's responsible for walking, running, jumping, not to mention it stabilizes your entire lower body. And having a complete tear to that muscle just ruins your entire game. And the best way to describe this is a elastic band. Now, say you break it, you tie it back together, and then you try to stretch it, and then immediately you realize it can't stretch like it was before. If you push it too much, it'll likely break or unravel. This is Saka's hamstring. If he tries to run too fast or go beyond his limit, it's going to tear, and this is a permanent thing. There's no solution. And the thing is, who do you blame for an injury like this? Now, I believe you can blame multiple people. One, the medical staff. Why weren't they monitoring more? Why weren't they recommending more rest? Why weren't they giving him more recovery time? You can also put massive blame on Arteta. Like, why was he playing Saka so much with no rotations? I remember back in 2024 when Arsenal was 3-0 up against Preston, he subbed this man on fresh from an international break. Like, why would you be doing that? Give the guy some rest. And then you look at last season, just came back from his injury, and you're rushing to play this guy against Real Madrid. I think that probably stunted his recovery process, but who knows. Then you could also put massive blame on Saka, like, because at the end of the day, Saka's a grown man and you should know your body better than anyone else. So you should say, yo, I don't feel like I'm at 100%, I'm not gonna play. That's completely okay. But at the end of the day, it is what it is and you can't change anything about it. So now the question is, can he return to his previous form? The answer is yes and no. Let me explain. Science says he won't go back to his pre-injury form. However, he can reinvent his game. Specifically, I would love if he studied more players and changed his entire style. But take 2024-2025 Mo Salah, arguably the best Premier League season by a player like in a long time. The reason why Salah was so great was that Salah lost a bunch of pace and agility. However, he adapted. He started creating more chances. He got more clinical, and he's also a right winger. Salah could just follow him, study him, and just assimilate his entire play style. Not bar for bar, but traits from it. Also study people like Haaland and Lewandowski knowing how to make late runs into the box. You know, it could be a nice touch for him, you know what I'm saying? And look at Harry Kane, for example. The PSG Bayern Munich game, arguably the best game I've seen in like over a decade, my friends. Harry Kane did something absolutely amazing in that game. Like, one, this just takes experience. Basically, time he was being tackled, he realized he's about to lose the ball, he draws a foul. Now, simple as that is, it's a great asset to have, because one, Arsenal's best trait is what? Set pieces. He can draw a set piece at will. Teams are less likely to attack him because they don't want to give away a foul. 2, you get to slow down the game. And 3, he can get a GA if he plays in a good cross or something, which is good for his game overall. And my final advice to Saka is, bro, just sit out this World Cup. You know, there's no guarantee England will win.